I got a few questions in this video about the art in my home, so let's take a little tour. I do want to mention that I think there's a big misconception around art and that it needs to be expensive in order for you to have it in your home, and I personally think that's not true, and I hope this video really shows people that. These prints over my dining table are by an artist named Sho Shibuya. Sho Shibuya is an artist who every single morning paints the sunrise on a New York Times newspaper. He also makes statements on political issues, what's happening socially in the world, any breaking news. The prints that I have specifically, I received when I went to his Saint Laurent exhibition during Art Basel in 2021. The exhibition was called 55 Sunrises and was every sunrise that he painted during the COVID lockdown. If you went to the exhibition on the opening day, you received this tote bag, and inside was this newspaper that had all 55 sunrises. I selected some of the ones that spoke to me the most and framed them so I could have them forever. Next, we have the art that's above my shelving in my living room. These are also prints, and they're by an artist named Felix Gonzalez Torres. In college, this is me in 2018, I used to work for an art gallery in Miami called the De La Cruz Collection, and every year during Art Basel, I worked specifically with the Felix Gonzalez Torres prints. This is the specific piece, and it's interactive because Felix believed that art should be accessible and everyone should be able to take a piece of his work home. So these prints were actually completely free to anyone who visited the free gallery. And my job was really just to roll these up and chat with people as they took them home. So they definitely have a very special place in my heart. One of them says nowhere better than this place, and the other one says somewhere better than this place. Next, we have this print in my bathroom. I purchased this at the YSL Museum in Marrakesh. In my bedroom, I have this Philip McKnight piece over my dresser, which was a gift from my friend Abby, who is a vintage dealer. And lastly, we have this piece in my bedroom. This is an artist-proof lithograph that my father bought when he had just graduated college at an auction super randomly, and he gifted it to me a year ago, and I got it framed. I hope this helps, and I think, at least from my own personal experience with art, it's not something that has to be expensive or be like this big investment. I think you find things that you like over time, and maybe they're free, maybe they're a print, maybe you buy them at a museum gift shop, and you build things that you love, and ultimately they'll find a place in your home no matter where you go. There's definitely a big misconception that in order to have art, you have to spend a lot of money, and I personally don't think that's true. I think there's so many resources if you're interested in getting into art, but you want something that feels affordable and right for you at this current stage in your life. I can share resources for that as well.